Namaste students. So last class we see the topic is second lesson plant adaptation. So what is the adaptation? The topic is habitat and adaptation. What is habit? Each plant has a special features that help it to live. It is called the habitat. So these features are called the adaptation. Now let's move to the topic. What is that? This is called the terrestrial plants. Terrestrial plants is nothing but it is the land on the plants. Let us study the adaptation of terrestrial plants that live in different habitats. So it is the different habitats are present in the terrestrial plants. Now let's we see the mountains plants. On the mountains plants, so high on mountains like that Himalayas, the climate can be very cold. Everybody will go to the Himalayas. It's nothing but sure. But you are go to any Ooty or Kodaikanal. This condition is a very climate cold condition. So this climate's condition also these plants are available here. So sometimes there is heavy snow wall. Many trees that grow here have adaptation that help them to live in such cold, dry places. They are tall, straight and shaped like a cone so that the snow slides off easily. They are tall structure of plants, straight and shaped like a cone so that the snow slides off easily. The structure, you just see the cone like structure the plant. Example for pinus plant. It's a pine plant. It's one of the example for the Himalayas plant or cold condition plants. They have needle-like leaves with a waxy covering. You see the pine needles is a needle-like structure. The acacia is one of the example for needle-like structure of plants. They have needle-like leaves with a waxy covering. Waxy means it is the see the candle. The candle was a waxy. So it is a waxy condition present in the pine needles leaves. This stop them from the losing of water. So because what is the purpose of is the adaptation? Because the losing of water will be controlled. So trees such as the pine, fir, cedar, deodar and spruce grow on mountains. So some features of plants are available in the Himalayas condition. So the plants are much warmer than the high mountains. The trees that grow here have broad leaves. So in cold place the trees may lose the leaves in winter because they protect themselves from the cold. So in the hot parts of India, many trees lose all the leaves. So now see this is the deciduous of trees. So deciduous of trees in the hot parts of India, many trees lose all the leaves in summer to protect themselves from the heat condition. It will protect for the remove the leaves. Such trees are called the deciduous trees. So these trees are the deciduous trees. Some example for you see the pictures. The first one is neem tree. Second one is what is that? It is the teak wood tree. Third one is it is the one of the sal tree. So mango tree is also the deciduous tree. Next we see the desert plants. So there is a very little rain in deserts. You know very well the Sahara. It will present the lot of water is a low present of water in the desert places. This is very little rain in desert. Desert plants like the cactus and the date palm. You see the pictures, that is called the cactus plant, have adaptation that help them to live in very dry condition. So the adaptation that help them to live in the very dry condition are present in the plants. The cactus plants have thick green fleshy stems that store water and carry out photosynthesis. So cactus plants have a thick and green fleshy stems that store water and carry out the photosynthesis. Cactus leaves are in the form of spines to reduce the water loss and to protect the plants from animals. So these plants or leaves are it will be modified to the spines or thorns because it will protect for the photosynthesis. Water evaporation will be controlled. That is the purpose. And another one purpose is to protect from the animals. That is the important one. The most cactus plants have the thin roots that spread over a large area just below the ground to absorb as much water as they can. The cactus plants have the thin roots spread over large area just below the ground to absorb the water. The thin layer of roots are present because the absorbing of the water present. Water absorb the water. That is the condition. Next we see the in rainforest. What is the rainforest of plants present in the rainforest? So rainforest receive rain all through the year. Sorry, rainforest receive rain all through the year. Most of the trees that are found and here do not lose all the leaves in summer or winter. They are evergreen trees. Evergreen trees are present in the rainforest. The trees grows very tall in search of sunlight. The trees grow very tall in search of sunlight. The creepers and climbers climb on trees to get more sunlight. The creepers and climbers climb on trees to get the more sunlight. Creepers, climbers means this is the what is that? Is an example for some plants are present in the creepers and climbers. Examples the plants are some plants is will climbing the tree. I will told you examples. Next we see the leaves have pointed tips and a waxy layer to allow the rainwater to drain. Now I will told you what is the climbers and climbers. Cucumber. Cucumber is one of the climbers. The next one is some plants are the climbers and climb the trees to get the more sunlight. The leaves have pointed tips and waxy layer to allow the rainwater to drain. The barks of the trees are thick and smooth to allow water to run down quickly. The barks of the trees means what is the bark? It is the outermost of the layer in stem. That is called the barks. Some examples of plants that grow in rainforest are rosewood, rubber, bamboo and pepper. These are the rainforest plant. Some examples. First time you see the pictures, the bamboo. Next one is rubber. It will make the rubber. When you use the eraser, that will be produced with these plants only, the rubber tree. Third one is the pepper. Are you using the pepper for in your cooking? This is the pepper plant. This is also present in the rainforest tree. Next we see the coastal areas. What is the coastal areas? The plants live in coastal region have to adjust to sandy soil, salty water and a wet, windy climate. The climate is a windy climate. Now I repeated once again. Plants that live in coastal region have to adjust to sandy soil. The soil is a sandy condition and salty water and a wet condition, windy climate. That is called the windy climate. The coconut tree is good example of a plant that grows in the habitat. The example for coconut tree present in the coastal area. The tree has a tall, flexible trunk and leaves cut into the strips to face high-speed winds. The trunks and leaves cut into strips to face the high speed of winds. So the leaves are also the waterproof. The trees has long roots that spread wide and fix it to the soil. The trees has long roots that spread wide and fix it to the soil. This is the long roots are present in the soil for the coconut tree. The fruits are fibrous. Fibrous means is a fiber condition. Next one is and can float in water. Water carries the fruits to the other places where they start to grow. That is the example for coastal areas plants. Example for coconut trees. Next is in marshes. Marshes have a wet soil. Some parts of the soil may be covered by water. So some parts of the soil is covered by water. Marshes are found near rivers, lakes and seas. So these plants are present in the rivers, lakes and seas. Plants that grow in this habitat store air inside the stems or roots because the soil does not have it. So mangrove trees, how you see the plant is the mangrove trees have roots that grow above the water to breathe. The root is grow above the water because the purpose of breathing condition, breathe the respiration. Grow above the water to breathe. Roots can drown if there is no air into the soil. Mangroves and Sundari trees grows well in coastal masses. So these kinds of plants are present in the coastal masses are present in the area. So I hope all of you understand this topic, children. If you have any doubt in this video, you can ask me through the WhatsApp. Thank you.